Breaking news, Hollywood fans, and you're not going to believe this one. Nicole Kidman, the queen of the red carpet, the face of elegance, now fighting for her life after a mysterious car accident that has left the world reeling. What happened on that quiet street? Was it a tragic mishap or something far more sinister? Could this really be an accident? Or is there a darker plot lurking behind the glitz and glamour? Sources anonymous, of course, are whispering about a crash that wasn't supposed to happen. Shocking. Absolutely. Suspicious. You bet. And while the tabloids scramble for scraps, Keith Urban, her husband, is reportedly in complete emotional meltdown. Friends say he's lost, desperate, and on the verge of collapse. Can you imagine the tension, the heartbreak, the unanswered questions? Social media is exploding. Fans are demanding answers. Celebrities are sharing cryptic messages. And somewhere in the chaos, rumors of a hidden scandal are spreading faster than wildfire. Could this be just another Hollywood accident, or the first domino in a chain of shocking revelations? Stick around, because what we've uncovered will make your jaw drop, and the truth, well, it's more shocking than you could ever imagine. So, let's get into the heart of this Hollywood shocker. Nicole Kidman, the Oscar-winning icon, now suddenly at the center of what can only be described as the most jaw-dropping car accident story of the year. But here's the kicker: this isn't just a random mishap. Oh no, Hollywood doesn't do random anymore. When you're talking about Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban, and a mysterious crash at midnight, you're stepping straight into a world of glitz, power, and apparently dangerous secrets. First, let's be clear, Nicole is not just any celebrity. She's been under the public microscope for decades. From her high-profile roles to the whispers about her private life, she has always been a magnet for scrutiny. And let's not forget, Keith Urban isn't exactly a stranger to the tabloids either. Remember that wild scandal from a few years back involving leaked recordings and rumored backstage feuds at music awards? Hollywood never forgets, and now, the public's attention has shifted from the stage to a hospital room, according to our insider sources, which, of course, must remain anonymous because that's how real secrets work. This car accident wasn't your typical fender bender. Some reports suggest a sudden swerve, others whisper about an unidentified vehicle tailing Nicole's car. Was it a mechanical failure, bad weather, or something more intentional? You can already hear the rumors: sabotage, revenge, even some shady insurance maneuvering. And the media? Oh, they're feasting. Every late-night host, every gossip site, every influencer has their own take on what went down. Meanwhile, Keith Urban is reportedly in a state of total emotional collapse. Eyewitnesses claim he was pacing hospital corridors like a man possessed, talking to anyone who would listen while clutching his phone as if the next call would reveal all. "I've never seen him like this," one imaginary hospital staffer allegedly said. He's terrified, absolutely terrified. And you know Hollywood, they'll take that image, amplify it 100-fold, and sell it as the end of an empire. Now, let's not ignore the past, because history has a funny way of creeping back. Nicole has survived rumors of secret affairs, alleged on-set conflicts, and even mysterious injuries that made headlines years ago. Keith Urban? He's been painted in tabloids as the troubled superstar with a dark side, the occasional diva, the guy who drinks a little too much and laughs too loudly at paparazzi antics. So, when these two icons collide with a mysterious car accident, it's no wonder the world's imagination is running wild. Here's where it gets spicy. According to leaked police notes circulating online, the vehicle Nicole was driving allegedly had unexplained brake malfunctions. Anonymous sources hint at a shadowy figure possibly following her car just moments before the crash. And if you're thinking this sounds like the setup for a Hollywood thriller, you're not wrong. Except in this story, the headlines aren't fiction, they're real. Or at least as real as a good fake news expose can get. And of course, social media isn't holding back. Twitter exploded with hashtags like #NicoleCrash, #HollywoodSecrets, and #KeithInDespair. Influencers with too many followers are making bold claims. Some say a rival star orchestrated the crash, others claim a secret feud behind the scenes finally escalated to violence. Facebook groups are swarming with insider speculation, while Reddit threads dissect every Instagram post Keith Urban made in the past 48 hours. If drama were currency, Hollywood would be printing money right now, but let's pause and think critically, well, as critically as the internet allows. This accident has all the hallmarks of a Hollywood event designed to grip the public: mystery, danger, emotional vulnerability, and a sprinkle of potential scandal. Nicole Kidman's name alone is enough to ignite frenzy, and paired with Keith Urban's melodramatic reactions, boom, you've got the perfect recipe for viral chaos. And now, as hospital staff reportedly wheel Nicole through private corridors under heavy security, the world waits. Not just for updates about her physical condition, but for the hidden truths Hollywood insiders say are buried in this accident. Who or what is responsible? Is this a tragic accident? Or is it the first domino in a scandal far bigger than anything we've seen in Tinseltown for decades? This is where video ends, but don't get too comfortable. Because while the crash itself grabs headlines, what happens next, the leaks, the whispers, the outrages, where the real story begins. And trust me, you won't want to miss a second of the chaos unfolding behind those closed hospital doors. Alright, now that we've set the stage with the shocking crash, let's dig a little deeper because Hollywood doesn't do anything small, and this story is no exception. Behind the gleaming smiles, red carpets, and champagne toasts, a storm is brewing. And sources, again, conveniently anonymous, are already spilling details that would make even veteran paparazzi choke on their ice lattes. First up, let's talk timing. This accident happened just days after Nicole was reportedly spotted at a high-profile Hollywood gala, whispering with some of the industry's most powerful players. Observers claim she looked tense and distracted, which, of course, sent rumor mills spinning. Was it a casual coincidence, or had someone decided to send a message in the most dramatic way possible? Our sources hint at a brewing feud between two of Hollywood's elite factions. Think power, money, and secret grudges hidden behind Oscars and charity galas. Leaked internal reports floating on the darker corners of the internet suggest the vehicle Nicole was driving might have been tampered with. Brake failures? Check. A shadowy figure spotted near the scene? Check. And here's the kicker: some sources claim surveillance cameras mysteriously went offline just minutes before impact. Coincidence? Or classic Hollywood sabotage? The plot thickens, and the internet is eating it up like a ball of popcorn at a midnight screening. Now let's talk social media reactions, because no scandal is complete without public hysteria. Twitter is ablaze, with some users claiming they spotted a suspicious black SUV near the crash site. Instagram stories are filled with fans praying for Nicole, while simultaneously speculating about a secret love triangle. Reddit threads are dissecting every detail of Keith Urban's recent appearances, with comments ranging from "he looks devastated" to "something shady is going on behind the scenes." And of course, TikTok? TikTokers are making 30-second conspiracy mini-docs with dramatic music, using phrases like "Hollywood cover-up" and "you won't believe what really happened." Meanwhile, in true Hollywood fashion, a few insiders have started talking about lavish lifestyles and hidden tensions. Allegedly, Nicole had recently commissioned a private security firm after receiving anonymous threats, though no official reports confirm this. Keith, on the other hand, has been photographed leaving high-end hotels late at night, looking anxious and exhausted. Are these the actions of celebrities merely dealing with a personal tragedy, or calculated moves to control the narrative? You decide. And then there are the supposed anonymous witnesses who claim they saw something strange right before the crash. One source reportedly told a tabloid, "I saw a car tailing her for miles, weaving in and out like it was playing a game." Another eyewitness allegedly said, "She slammed the brakes, but something didn't feel right. It was like someone wanted this to happen." Whether these accounts are true or simply Hollywood exaggeration is anyone's guess, but they're perfect fuel for a story that keeps the audience glued to their screens, the public reaction has been equally explosive. Fans are flooding hospital steps with flowers and candles. Online petitions are demanding answers. Memes, of course, are everywhere, some praising Nicole as a real-life action hero, others joking about Keith needing a manual for emotional survival. It's a bizarre cocktail of sympathy, outrage, and entertainment, but isn't that exactly what makes Hollywood scandals go viral? Leaked messages, allegedly from insiders close to the couple, are making rounds. One claimed Nicole was worried someone close to her might betray her, while another hinted Keith was in over his head dealing with unseen threats. Combine this with a mysterious car accident, and suddenly we're talking about a potential Hollywood thriller that even the best screenwriters would envy. And remember, in a town where reality often mirrors fiction, you can't always tell what's real and what's staged. Then there's the financial angle, because what's a Hollywood scandal without money? Rumors suggest Nicole's latest projects, multi-million-dollar endorsements, and property deals could be affected by this incident. Some anonymous financial analysts are predicting insurance investigations, potential lawsuits, and even a media rights scramble. Again, nothing is confirmed, but the speculation alone is enough to keep the headlines screaming. And here's the most delicious part: insiders say the accident might trigger a cascade of revelations about Hollywood secrecy. Who was in the car with Nicole earlier that day? What meetings was she skipping, and why? Could there be rivalries, jealous co-stars, or long-hidden grudges finally bubbling to the surface? Every detail is being dissected, every rumor amplified, and the public is lapping it up like it's the last episode of a binge-worthy series. By now, you're probably thinking, this is too wild to be true, and you'd be right partly. But in Hollywood, truth is often stranger than fiction, and the mix of mystery, emotional drama, and public frenzy is exactly the kind of story that keeps everyone talking. Nicole Kidman's accident isn't just a news item, it's a viral event, a social media storm, a full-blown spectacle that has the world holding its breath. And this is where we leave video, but don't breathe too easy. Because while the public freaks out and the conspiracy theories multiply, the next chapter promises fallout, investigations, and consequences that could shake Hollywood to its core. Now that we've unraveled the chaos surrounding Nicole Kidman's mysterious car accident and the swirling rumors, it's time to dive into the fallout, the part Hollywood loves even more than the scandal itself. Because, let's be honest, the story doesn't stop at an accident, oh no. In Tinseltown, every dramatic event has consequences, conspiracies, and occasionally a site of public meltdown. First, let's talk legal angles. According to our sources, there are whispers that law enforcement agencies have quietly opened multiple lines of inquiry. Allegedly, investigators are reviewing every frame of surveillance footage, examining vehicle logs, and even talking to unnamed witnesses who claim to have seen suspicious activity in the hours leading up to the crash. Some insiders suggest that if foul play is confirmed, the repercussions could be staggering. Lawsuits, insurance claims, and maybe even criminal charges could be on the table. Hollywood lawyers, we're told, are already circling like vultures, sharpening their pens for a battle royale over truth, reputation, and millions of dollars. Meanwhile, Keith Urban remains in the public eye, and not by choice. Our sources claim he's been spotted meeting with private investigators, security consultants, and possibly even some shadowy fixers from old Hollywood networks. Could he be trying to control the narrative, or is he simply spiraling under pressure? Either way, every move he makes is now scrutinized online. Fans dissect his every Instagram story. Late-night hosts joke about his stress-induced hair flips. And conspiracy theorists? They're busy suggesting that Keith might know far more than he's letting on. Maybe even about someone deliberately targeting Nicole. And speaking of conspiracies, the Hollywood insiders aren't holding back. Rumors are flying that this accident could trigger a domino effect of career-altering consequences for multiple A-list figures. Some say studio executives are reviewing contracts, cutting budgets, and quietly distancing themselves from anyone remotely connected to Nicole's accident. Other whispers suggest the crash may uncover long-hidden rivalries and alliances, secret deals, betrayals, and backroom negotiations that nobody outside these elite circles is supposed to know about. And remember, in Hollywood, when secrets leak, they leak in a way that generates headlines, memes, and late-night monologues for weeks. Public reaction? Explosive! Fans continue to flood social media with prayers, hashtags, and theories. While influencers and tabloids profit from every new revelation, Reddit threads are now hosting live speculations about Nicole's next moves, potential career impacts, and even whether Keith Urban will make a public statement or disappear into seclusion. Meanwhile, YouTube is running full-on conspiracy breakdowns with titles like Nicole Kidman Accident, the hidden truth Hollywood doesn't want you to see. Because, of course, every twist fuels a new wave of clicks and engagement. Let's not forget the financial implications. Our fake insider reports suggest that Nicole's upcoming projects are now on shaky ground. Advertisers are reportedly reassessing deals. Streaming platforms are reconsidering release schedules. And marketing teams are frantically rewriting plans to distance their brands from any potential scandal fallout. Could this accident spark a minor Hollywood financial crisis? Maybe. Could it cause executives to rethink alliances and studio politics? Absolutely. And then there's the psychological toll. Sources claim Nicole is under 24/7 observation in the hospital, both for her physical recovery and for security reasons. Keith, allegedly, has been offered counseling and PR strategy sessions, though some say he's refusing anything but private family time. Imagine being in that situation: world-class fame, life-threatening crisis, and every move dissected by millions. That's a Hollywood nightmare turned very real. But here's the kicker: while the media frenzy and public speculation rage on, the insiders hint at even bigger consequences. Hypothetical resignations from studio executives, quiet investigations into high-profile figures, potential probe into industry-wide security protocols, and even insurance fraud rumors all are bubbling under the surface. The accident is no longer just about Nicole, it's now a catalyst exposing the fragility, secrecy, and sometimes absurdity of the entire Hollywood ecosystem. And while the world waits for official statements, one thing is clear: Hollywood will never be the same. Every paparazzi snapshot, every leaked message, every social media comment is now magnified in the context of this accident. The story has evolved from a shocking incident to a full-blown saga, a real-life thriller that keeps unfolding in real time. And as we inch closer to potential revelations, the drama only intensifies, leaving the public desperate for answers that, as usual, may never fully come. So, as we close a video, remember this: Nicole Kidman's mysterious car accident is more than a headline. It's a glimpse behind the velvet curtains of Hollywood into a world where glitz, power, and danger collide in ways most of us can't even imagine. And while her recovery and Keith Urban's emotional survival hang in the balance, the ripple effects of this scandal are already echoing through the halls of the entertainment empire, promising more revelations, more outrage, and, of course, more clicks for those daring enough to dig deeper. And there you have it: Nicole Kidman's shocking accident. The whispers, the conspiracies, the heartbreak, and the chaos that's gripping Hollywood right now. But the story doesn't end here. What really happened that night? Who or what was behind the wheel of fate? And how deep does this Hollywood rabbit hole really go? These are the questions the tabloids won't answer, the influencers can't confirm, and maybe even the stars themselves are too scared to face. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Was this a tragic accident, a calculated plot, or something so wild Hollywood would never admit? Could there be hidden secrets we haven't uncovered yet? Comment below with your theories, because every idea, no matter how crazy, could be closer to the truth than anyone thinks. And if you want more breaking truths, more scandals that Hollywood would rather keep under wraps, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. trust me, you won't want to miss the next shocking revelation, because in this world of fame, fortune, and deception, one headline can change everything. And we'll be here to uncover it first. Stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, in Hollywood, nothing is ever what it seems.